Hi, I'm Elena with Celebrate Every Step Professional Hypnosis. And I wanted to talk today about something that I've been posting about this week. And it kind of all goes together. So last night I had the group hypnosis. And I know for me and for so many of my clients over the last couple weeks, and then again it showed up last night, is this fully feeling feelings. So people have been experiencing massive shifts and changes, and it's bringing up emotions that they thought they had already processed and moved through, and they haven't, or at least not fully. But one of the things that I've recognized for myself, and I'm seeing and then getting the feedback from my clients, is that they've become really good at intellectualizing and acknowledging the feelings, knowing what they are, but not actually fully feeling them. And that comes from years of stuffing them down, of being told you're too sensitive, of being told that you're too much. For some of us, we feel other people's pain, and it actually causes, so we can feel it emotionally, but we can also feel it physically. And it just gets to be too much. If you think about all of the things that we're exposed to now, especially with social media, feeling everything, just too much. So that gets pushed down. And so what I wanted to talk about is that not feeling can then manifest in so many different ways. It can manifest in holding ourselves back in something that we really want to do because we're judging ourselves. We can be judging ourselves for a food or a drink that we're taking in when we know we shouldn't be, or we know it's not good for us. And you might hear puppy barking in the background. She is full of it today. And it might come out as struggling through transitions, or just wanting to be present, but it feels too much to be present in the moments. And so I wanted to share two quotes that I came across when I was preparing for last night's group hypnosis, and they are from the Tao of Fully Feeling Feelings. And the first one is, when we do not attend to our feelings, they accumulate inside us and create a mounting anxiety that we commonly dismiss as stress. And the most expedient way, I don't know if I said that right, to get past an unpleasant emotional experience is to embrace it and fully feel and express it. So how do we do that? And how does this tie together with what I was posting on the parenting? Well, if we aren't present for ourselves, if we aren't present for our kids, if we don't feel like we can feel our feelings, express them, acknowledge them, move through them, whatever it is that we need to do, then we also can't help our kids do that. We're telling them, okay, that's enough. I fall into that all the time. Like, I let them do emotions for so long, which, I do a good job of hearing them, seeing them, allowing them. But then it does hit that point where then I'm like, okay, then now that's enough. Well, no, that's not fair. They need to go through that whole entire process, even if it is screaming and stomping and all of those things, because that's what actually allows it to process through. And I've noticed when I allow my kids to fully go through their whole range of emotions in that moment, then it's done. It's over with. It's not a continuing stress that they're carrying with them. But if I want to manage their emotions, if I want to manage how they're thinking or feeling, then that's where the problem comes in. It either comes back up, it comes out in a different way later, and I'm sure you've all seen that in your kids. And so earlier in the week, I talked about speaking love and kindness, and maybe a behavior change or a confidence or something that they really need in their life. And it's a beautiful thing. It is so effective because, kids under 7 are already open in their subconscious mind, but when they're sleeping, we're all more open. Our subconscious is more open. And so we can do that for our kids, and most of us will do anything for our kids, but we also need to do that for ourselves. We need to speak loving kindness to ourselves. And I have a couple of things coming up that if you feel like you just have no idea how to either feel your feelings or even know what they are, acknowledge what they are, or know why you're so triggered in certain situations where certain things just like set you off. It used to be for me like if I cooked a meal and then they complained about it or nobody ate it, I just like lost my mind. Well, that went way back to, you know, there's people starving out there. We're wasting money. I put all of this time and energy into it and you don't appreciate it. It was just so many underlying things. It had nothing to do with just not eating the dinner. There was all these other thoughts that I had leading up to that. It's just one quick example. So on Sunday, I have, so that would be August 28th, if you happen to be listening to this in the future. So Sunday, August 28th, 2022, I have an intergenerational class. So in that, we are looking at healing any intergenerational patterns. We're also looking at bringing back any gifts that our family line have provided for us. And that helps us to be more aware of how we were parented and then why our parents were parented the way they were, and then how we want to parent. And if you don't have kids, that's okay too. This is simply about living and feeling and functioning your very best by healing that family line. And I just, right now, with back to school, everybody's in the thick of that. So parenting is kind of in the forefront right now for me, and I know for a lot of others, but all of my things can be for anybody, kids or no kids. And also the self-hypnosis is starting September 1st, and that'll go September 1st, 8th, and I think 15th, 3 Thursdays. And in that, you're learning self-hypnosis, and it can help you be able to drop into that good, relaxed place. So it's lowering stress levels overall, which then allow us to be more present, more open, and when we're more present and more open, then we can be aware of what's going on inside of us, thought-wise, feeling-wise, and then we can show up how we actually want to be. Calm, peaceful, understanding, being able to take a breath, step back, look at the bigger picture. There's just so many benefits to the self-hypnosis, but this is already running longer than I anticipated. And let me know what you think. Comment. You can also just private message me if things are too personal. And then if you have any questions about either of the classes, I do offer free consult calls, so we can talk about if it's something that could benefit you. And I'll be including the scheduling link, so you can click on there. And if it feels like something that you need even deeper work on, and you would prefer to do that one-on-one, I am still accepting new clients. There's people that are phasing in and then they kind of phase out and take a break for a while. There are people that move more into the maintenance, and so they're only seeing me once a month. So I'm always having a turnover and accepting new people. And those are 90-minute sessions, so we can really get into a lot of fantastic work even in just one session. So I will talk to you soon, and take care.